Good morning. Are you Mr. Gomez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Both parties waived PSI.
We did, Judge.
According to your plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at a cap of 8 years in the prison. This run concurrent with 2023 CR 6499B. The state is opposed to your application. Is he currently on probation?
He's on parole, Judge.
Parole. Right. Are there any state, do you have any witnesses? Defense, any witnesses?
And Judge, I think the case that he's on parole for is a 2003, not 2023.
Oh, I'm so sorry. 2003 CR 6499B.
No witnesses, Judge, just argument.
All right.
Your Honor, the state's position is that Mr. Gomez is not fit for any type of community supervision, but rather for incarceration. He has already done 3 previous trips. The most recent being for an ag robbery in 2004, so because of that.
All right, defense.
Judge, I understand the state's argument. On paper, it looks bad, but Mr. Gomez here, he went to prison for a case out of 2003 for an ag robbery. He sat in prison for about 17 and a half years. He got out on parole, has been working at Paisano's restaurant as a chef for the last 4 years. He was helping to raise his three boys, helping his elderly mother. Everything had been going well. He was doing well at work. What was the name of the chef you're working under?
Under Chef Raul.
Under Chef Raul, he had high hopes. And it's true that the path to hell's paved with good intention, Judge. His brother needed someplace to stay. He felt he couldn't let his brother live out on the street, so he let his brother live with him. Unfortunately, the brother ended up having a warrant for his arrest. When a warrant was executed at his house, they came in, they found the brother, they found a gun. Because it's his house, he was charged. Mr. Gomez knew he could take this to trial. He didn't want to waste anyone's time, waste the court's time. He knew that he made a mistake by having his brother live there. It was his house, thus he was in possession. And so we took this plea. We're hoping that you give him this opportunity to prove himself. I know it's based on his record, it looks bad, but you know, he did spend his time. It was 22 years ago that the ag robbery occurred, and he was trying to do well. If you can give him an opportunity, he can prove himself, Judge. He's willing to abide by any condition.
All right, is there anything you wish to say?
No, Your Honor.
All right, in the stipulations, you admitted that you're the person who purchased the weapons.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so, I mean, I don't think you're a good candidate. I mean, you should have known, you can't purchase weapons. All right? So, the court is going to find you guilty. The state is asking for a cap of 8 years. Is there any argument with regards to the cap?
Just simply, Judge, that he was trying to do well. He knows he made a mistake. He's accepting responsibility for it, Judge, by taking this plea and not making the state take him to trial and waste the court's time. So we're asking that you be as lenient as you can.
All right, and state.
The cap is more than generous considering the prior criminal history, so we would just ask the consent.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 6499B. I'm sorry, not 2023. It will run concurrent with 2003 CR 6499B. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and as you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You know what position you're in. you know, if you don't know, if you didn't know before, you now know. You're not allowed to possess weapons. You're a felon, right? And you shouldn't let anybody in your space that is going to potentially result in you being charged with something that's illegal, because you know what you're facing. All right, good luck to you, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am. Joshua Sutherland, page 2, 4 down.
Joshua Sutherland? I know I'm mispronouncing the last name. I'll figure out how to pronounce it. Are there any applications?
No, Judge.
All right, how do you pronounce your last name?
Sinaloa.
Sinaloa.
Noah.
That's perfect.
All right. Now, when I say it wrong, don't hate me too much. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 5566 State versus Furman Sinaloa. Sinaloa. Okay, could I have parties announced for the record?
Orlando Castanen for defense. Castanen.
And are you Mr. Sinaloa?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
That we're waiting a picture.
No objection to that.
All right. Sir, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
All right, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge.
Sir, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
It is, Judge.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence?
State office states one in attachment.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Judge.
All right, the court will follow your agreement, find you guilty, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. Before I conclude with sentencing, so is there a drug issue with you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm gonna recommend the therapeutic community. Legally, I don't have the jurisdiction to order them to place you in the program, but in the judgment, they will see that I'm asking that you be placed in the program. You'll still have to request it as well.
Okay.
All right, and there's to be no residing in households with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. When you're released from prison, if you can't find a sober support transitional housing for yourself, if you can't find a facility that will help you with any type of addictions, if I'm still here, come back here, I'll pick up the phone and call somebody to help you, all right? Because only one or two things are going to end up happening. You already know. Either you're going to end up in prison for the rest of your life, or the last time you use may be the last time you use. And if you don't want to do it for yourself, if there's a family or member or loved one that you have, do it for them, all right? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, counsel.
Have a seat, sir.